Well, good morning all. This next video, we've had Sully back again. If you remember the last video I had with Sully, he had some problems with her on the lead. She is also a pet as well as a working dog, and Matthew's partner needs to be able to take the dog out walking. So we did a lot of lead work, and Matthew has carried that on, and as you'll see, he can now deal hill work alongside. The dog can walk hill work with him with no lead, so that's a great place to be. Here we are. We had some heavy rain last night. The cows are up there in the field. They say when the cows are lying down it's raining, but it was raining last night, and they give it brightening up this afternoon, so there you go. Also Sully is still dropping the retrieve when it gets near him. So as you'll see in this video, we do a little bit of work for Matthew to go away with and train with that. As I've said with all this, it's a work in progress. Sully is 3 years old, but Matthew got him just before the first lockdown, and because of and he trained him and he did really well, but then certain issues with work and then the 2 lockdowns and everything else, training stopped, and so we are where we are. But he's doing very well with him, and as you'll see with the stop whistle, the last bit that I show in the video is in sort of like a real life scenario where the dummy was thrown with a blank firing shot, and Sully went out, retrieved the dummy and presented to hand. So we're getting there, but it's a work in progress, and Matthew's got to go away, do the things that I told him to do and build on it, and we'll see where we go with that. So I hope you enjoy the video. Right, this is Sully again. Now the last time he was here, we did heel lead work. He was pretty all over the place, and he was darting behind and in front of Matthew and everything else, and he was pretty poor on the lead. So Matthew's done a lot of work with him, went away, did a lot of what I told him, and now we're going to show you that all that has turned into heel work off the lead. So is it going to work?
Well,
Matthew, here we go. So here we go. Let's see how he does. It's a little bit unfair with my pooch running around. Yeah. Get over there. Tilly. Tilly, sit. Stay. I mean, Sully hasn't been here for 5 or 6 weeks, so obviously things are a bit different. But there you go. Look at that. Without a lead, heel work. And we're trying to instill the stop whistle. Like I say to Matthew, every time you want him to sit, it was always sit or sit up. So I think if we can try and replace that with the single whistle, the stop whistle, so he stayed there, get to him, and he'll walk alongside him. Now that was what, about 6-8 weeks ago. That dog was mad off on the lead, eh? So yeah, but that's good. He pulled him in. He wanted to go and see what mine was up to.
Leave it. Sorry.
So Matthew's done a lot of lead work, and that certainly, and we're doing an ablution, so we won't show that. But that just goes to show, folks, I think you'll have to leave that one, Matthew. A bit of a squirty bottom. But that just goes to show that if you do enough lead work, then you can do work like that, which will all work in the field. In the field, it's all about basically walking alongside the owner, and then when you want them to go in undercover, then you send them in, which is what it's all about. And Sully definitely wants to be with Matthew all the time. Where if a ball comes along, that's a different matter. But we're working on the stop whistle. So every time Matthew wants him to sit up, I said, don't use the sit up, use the stop whistle and the hand out. Yeah, he just put the whistle in his mouth and he stopped up. There you go. And then the reward is his tennis ball. We don't treat train here. You could probably get a faster response with treat training, but I'm not a treat trainer, and so it's done. Sully loves his tennis ball, so if we do just do that again, Matthew.
Yep.
So he'll sit him up with the whistle. Go up, praise him, good dog. That's it. Praise him. Do it once more and then throw the ball. And that's his reward. So I think you can see that, and if Matthew keeps building on that, the stop whistle will come. I mean, like I was talking to Matthew before, we don't want field trial stop where the dog is 100 yards away and when you blow the whistle it stops on the spot. We just want a dog that's, when it's working, if it's not working where you want it to, you blow the stop whistle, then you give the command either right or left, and then that can work like that. But as you see, Matthew with the heel work with the lead has worked brilliant. The dog is now totally under Matthew's command. You've got to sort of send him right all the time, but obviously when you're walking along the road, sometimes you've got to be one side and sometimes the other. So, but yeah, and I reckon that will come if you keep on using that stop whistle and the hand. That's it. Look at that. That was just with the hand. Just with the hand. So it, you know, it does come. It's the hand. It's your movement as well. Movement. Blow the whistle. Movement. Hand up and move forward, and the dog will get the idea. But it's certainly coming together. Right. Hello, folks. Here we are. This is where we are now with Sully with this stop whistle. So Matthew has sat him up over there, and Matthew's going to walk halfway across the lawn, and we're going to attempt to stop him halfway. If he stops halfway, Matthew will throw the dummy, I'll fire the blank, and hopefully he'll stop there, and then Matthew will send him to go and get the retrieve. Okay? Now, as you see, we've still got some problems with Sully dropping the retrieve. So I'll show you in a minute an exercise which we're going to do to try and get him to hold it more.
Good boy.
Right, so here we are to try and get Sully to keep the retrieve until it comes back to his dad. Like I said to Matthew, there's a few things we can try, but what we're going to try and get into this dog's head is if he brings the dummy back to hand, it gets thrown for him again, and hopefully we're going to install some sort of that's what he wants. So we'll give it a go. So Matthew's going to sit him up,
Sit up.
throw out the dummy,
Get up.
and we'll bring back the dummy,
Good boy. Get up.
and it's because he wants it thrown again, he brings it back to hand.
Get up.
And I told Matthew if he drops it to pull his hands away and ignore him. And there you go. Let's see how we go here. Here he comes. Here he comes.
Good boy.
To hand. Good boy. Right, fling it out. That's it. So it's a game, and part of the game is to bring it back to hand. There you go. And then we need to build on that, but it'll take time. But now he thinks it's part of the game, is bringing it back to hand. Look at that, fine job. Well, that's enough, I think, Matthew. Very well done. One more, one more. Good, that's it, good, yeah. And then sit him up, yeah. No, well done, Matthew. That's a lot better, mate. Here we've got a real life scenario with Sully. I'm going to throw this retrieve into here. Tilly, come here. Sit up, stay. And we'll see if he brings it back to Matthew's hand. Stay, Tilly. Stay, stay. Well done, that was a good one.